Hello and welcome everyone to our IPO midterm presentation this time. We are Group B9 and we are going to give you some insights about our IPO project and what we did these couple of weeks. The topic that we're going to talk about is the amount of food and water waste in cities and how we are trying to minimize the usage and maximize reusage. But first, I'm going to give you a small introduction about the problem that we are trying to solve and how big it actually is. So, as you can see, 71% of Earth's surface is covered by water. But 97% of that water is salt water. So that means that we only have 3% of potentially usable fresh water. But over 2/3 of this freshwater is locked in polar ice caps and glaciers. But this leaves us less than 1% available for sustaining all life on Earth. This water is spread across the world in rivers, lakes and groundwater. It is these sources of water that are rapidly depleted by humans, but slowly replenished by nature. As humans, we use this fresh water for our industry, agriculture and our personal use. But agriculture itself accounts for over 70% of the total freshwater consumption. And also our personal use isn't something to be proud of, as a normal household is using over 3,000 liters of fresh water a day. So for us, this was enough reason to try to tackle this problem during our IPO project. With the start of this project, we chose the topic Your City, Your Vaccine, which is quoted with how to plan a city that makes you healthy. But we found this a bit strange, because that would assume that you would have to be unhealthy first before the city could help you. So that means that if you're already healthy, the city couldn't provide you for any help. Because we would like to design a city that's helpful for all its citizens, we iterated this quote in How to Plan a Healthy City. So with this in mind, our research began. During our research, we looked at different aspects. Mainly, we're trying to find information about health, retirement homes, urban farming and water usage. We wanted to find out what health really is and how we could use this in our project. We found out that besides physical health, also mental health could be an issue. We can make people more healthy by looking at their surroundings, the food they eat, and the friends, families, and communities they have. From these insights, we looked closer to retirement homes, and we found out that most elderly from a difficult ethical background are struggling and that loneliness and malnutrition are the biggest issues. Besides the health problems, we found out that the city has a lot of waste. Water, as well as food, was thrown away without using it. All this while the city is heavily depending on the countryside for its provision and supplies. This all became exposed during the COVID-19 pandemic. We explored the possibilities of solving these problems. Urban farming was an idea that we had for a while. The group explored both community farming and vertical farming and even gathered feedback from stakeholders on their previous experience with the two farming methods. Another big problem was grey water. This is wastewater generated in households without contaminating, so this can easily be reused. While interviewing people, the group noticed that awareness was something that could be a part of the solution. If more people knew about the problems, maybe more people would act. A lot of exploration was on the topic of minimalizing the usage. Maybe there could be a product designed that minimalized the amount people use. This way the hard work was done for them and a lot of people could be reached with a solution like this. So after our huge insights that we gathered from all our research, we reformulated our problem in our design challenge. We defined our user and the goals they want to achieve and came up with the following sentence. We want to help families to reduce the amount of water and food waste so they can become a more sustainable household. We want to achieve this by creating a low threshold product service system that is mainly focused on the awareness of the amount of food and water waste by giving them direct feedback. From this design challenge, we started to create a lot of great ideas by using the Lotus Blossom model and ranked them by using the selection matrix. From this matrix, we came up with 3 solution spaces. First, we defined sharing is caring. This solution space is a network of rainwater collectors contributing to social water need. Communities come together through shared contribution and morality. Our second solution space is just right. This is a service in stores that prevents overconsumption and gives you personal advice on how to use your vegetables efficiently. This service brings you in contact with like-minded people to create a sharing community so you can give your leftovers to someone else. Our last solution space is keep tracking. With this service, you will start with a basic water or food waste tracking device. The service follows you up and creates your profile. Based on this profile, the service offers you certain products from their product line so you can reduce your waste more efficiently. From these 3 solution spaces, we picked the best features and created our final solution space. For the prototyping phase, we choose to focus more on the water waste instead of food waste, because we think we could deliver a better product service system around this topic. So, our final solution space is based on 3 aspects: the infrastructure and engagement, service and store, and app and personal data. To get a better understanding of this product service system, we start with service and store. This is the central heart of the whole process. The store is a central hub where people can gain knowledge about water waste, but also gain interactive experiences and where they can see the impact of the products. This brings us to infrastructure and engagement aspect. This is the aspect about products in our product service system and the interaction with the user. We try to create a minimalized usage and maximize reuse. These products track your data, which can be monitored in our last aspect, app and personal data. This is about the application that gives you more insight in your usage and connects you with interesting communities in which you can participate, so you can have a greater impact on your water waste in cities. From our solution space, we created a user journey. We start with branding. The user comes in contact with the brand through online and physical advertising. This advertising will encourage the user to download the app and preview the impact that the brand delivers on water usage. Seeing the general impact that the community has on water waste motivates the user to take part. To gain more information and interaction, the user goes to the central hub where he can test the products and experience the impact firsthand. He is so impressed that he buys a water saving device and registers himself at the desk. Now his app is upgraded to a full access app. In case the user bought a bigger device that needs a lot of installation, the service will deliver and install the products at home. After installation, the user can enjoy the feeling of saving water and being part of a helping community. The product itself collects the data and shares this with the user through his application and share this with the company. Now the service can keep track of his water usage and provide the user help to save even more water. So maybe some of you still think that this product service system is a bit vague and do not truly understand our solution of what we were talking about. So that's why we are going to show you our Serious Play movie, and we hope this will provide you with some additional information to get a better understanding of our product service system. So sit back, relax and enjoy, and I will see you in a bit. So, I hope this cleared out some of your questions and you understand our product service a bit better. If not, write it down in the comments and we're going to tackle this in our final presentation. Now, after this midterm presentation, we will immediately start visualizing different aspects of our product service system. Our elaboration will mainly be on 4 levels: the shop, the branding, the product and the app. Each level has a different way of elaboration, but they are equivalent to each other. Every aspect has to be well developed or the product service system can result in a failure. We start with the store. We will experiment with different layouts and see which one meets our requirements best. Enough space must be taken into account for product stands, a help desk and a dark room. The store's appearance must radiate the company's identity. The branding is also being worked out. We're going to give it a broader view and see which resources we are going to use. For example, bicycles, pop-up stands, vans, flyers, etc. And see how we're going to brand these resources. We will define and conceptualize the products of the stores in concrete terms. We're going to start prototyping user-friendly products to see which interesting interactions we can find, while still keeping our mission in mind. Minimalize usage, maximize reusage. There has to be a good way to visualize the data and the aesthetics, so the user can keep track of his own progress easily. On the digital level, the app that supports our products is being further developed. The app tracks your data that is collected by the product and visualizes in a clear way so you're able to see the impact. We're going to design various menus and see which functions should be used. The app needs to have a good flow with a good feedback system. We're going to find different ways of how users can come into contact with different communities and how they can monitor their products via the application. To stimulate use, we're going to implement challenges to keep the user enthusiastic. I hope you're still with us and you have a good understanding of our product service system. We want to thank you for your attention and wish you all the best. Till next time.